Hello everyone and welcome to Houston, Texas. As I'm walking in the Galleria area here on October 22nd, 2021. And I'm going to be taking a short walk, not too long, because I don't have too much storage on my device that I'm using, which is an iPhone 11 currently. Now you'll see a big difference if you watch my prior video before this, which was a live. On a live stream, for whatever reason, when I used YouTube itself, there's movement, there's very drastic movement when I'm walking compared to this just recording on the actual phone itself and then uploading it. There's a big difference. So we are at Bosque Street, which is no outlet because it's a dead end if you try to walk through there. Look at those pine trees and clouds, by the way. Almost picturesque, kind of, right? Yeah, so I'm walking on Bosque Street. This is going, I believe, eastbound this way. North is there and south is this way. And that's, what is this? McCulloch Circle down this way. And as you can see, walking southbound now on McCulloch, have some very nice homes here. Looks more like Florida or California than Houston. But then this land right here is all empty, which is very valuable, by the way. The Galleria area of Houston is very one of the most costly areas and nicest areas of Houston. For that to be left like that, it's kind of rare. I guess the owner doesn't want to sell the property. They know it's going to go up even more so than it is already here. But you can see some nice houses over here. Have an Alfa Romeo in front of their house, for example. As I'm walking southbound on McCulloch. Here come a Tesla. Yeah, so some rich folks around here. And Houston is kind of interesting because it has, I forget the wording they use, but it has no rules. Like you could have a house next to a business, next to a restaurant, everything is, anything goes. Most areas of Houston, as far as I know, and Galleria included. So you could have, for example, a big office building like this, and then, see, big office building, and then you have houses right across the street from it, still on McCulloch. And I hope you're enjoying this walk on this October 22nd. It's a Friday in Houston, Texas. The temperature is, I believe, close to 80 degrees, 78 degrees or so currently. So that's a nice house too. A nice Mercedes in front of it. White with black rims. Looks good like that on a Mercedes Benz. And we continue our walk. I believe it's still McCulloch. Oh, that's a pretty big house. That's just the side of it. It's not apartments. Here's another house here. And this area, houses like this gonna be in the millions right now. Millions of dollars, US dollars that is. So they're not that inexpensive any longer, because Houston was known for being a lot less costly than other major cities, and perhaps it still is for the kind of area you can live and the types of homes. But it's still not like totally inexpensive or anyone can just afford it any longer. Especially in areas like this, like the Galleria. That's Navarro Street going that way. And this is Fairdale now, we're on. That's a nice house right there. Huge, but it's not. And then you have an older house right here. Yeah, older, smaller house. Another one here is an older home. See, these kind of properties, somebody can buy this house, knock it down and build a more modern house. But the property is so expensive they probably don't want to sell. But yet the owner probably can't afford to upgrade it to say something like that house over there. And that in the distance, everyone, where's my finger? Right there. Get in the picture, finger. That right there is the Williams, I believe they call it Williams Tower in Houston. Definitely it was called that if it's not any longer. And it has like 67 floors, I believe. And it's the tallest building in Houston currently. Let's walk down Lampert Street while trying not to get hit by any vehicles. You always gotta be careful walking around. Some landscapers doing some work right there. That's why all the noise and racket is from. So yeah, see, you'll have like an older home like that one, for example. See how old it looks? And then you have more modernized homes next to it, or right across the street from it. So depending on how long you have owned the house and if you were willing to sell it at one point because your property value was worth so much, they've built houses. Now, some of these, this area is so valuable that some of these people even knock down a new house and build like a condo complex right where they are and make it, 3-4 stories high and then sell those units because they can get so much money for each one. So it'll be much better than just having one house, for example, and then they'll move somewhere else. See, that's a real nice house right there too. Yeah, but you can't find anything for like at least over $1 million over here to several million. And this is the Galleria area of Houston, especially with prices of housing going up so much lately. See, this is an older house here again. And then you have one, see, older house, and next to it, real big house, modern. You'll have that often here. You'll see that. Look at how nice that looks. With flowers and garden in front of the house. Nice house too. Very nice looking. They put the little pumpkins for Halloween coming up. Yeah, so the temperature is kind of nice, even though it's high humidity. It's probably like about 77% or so humidity, kind of like the temperature, 77, 78 degrees, as I mentioned earlier. So it's a nice area to walk, and I hope once again, you enjoying this walk. And if you do, please give that thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. And I appreciate everybody watching, of course. See in the distance, you'll see like an office building over there behind the homes. Guess this house is for sale here. Wow, that's a different looking type of house. Very modern looking. Different looking structures. This is another house here. Even the gates are different, modern here. Very nice, right? You got an older house once again, right next to a more modern house right there. And that house over there almost looks like something you would see in Mexico. And I've been to Mexico, a bunch of areas of it, and I've seen, houses that look similar to that. Here's this. We're at Yorktown Street at Lampasas. St. George Place, the top of it says. Beautiful day. You could hear the birds in the distance. This is like a relaxing walk also. And as you look right, quiet neighborhood. And that way is quiet neighborhood. Very nice. There goes the vehicle.